What type of well pump utilizes a well casing? All well pumps require well casings.
Are you studying plumbing?
I am indeed.
Okay, I'm like, well pumps. That sounds like...
If that's wrong, I don't know what the right answer is, because it says, what type of pump requires a well casing?
Can you not hear? Is it not loud enough? Bones, keep talking, please. Them. I'm having an audio problem.
I am the very model of the modern Major General.
Do you not hear?
Something, whatever. I have no idea. Let's take a look.
Do you hear me?
Where?
No, it's doing like static.
Pumps.
Ringo, stop. Okay, will you do me a favor? The splitter must be dead. Behind you?
Let's see here.
No. Up there, you see the green and the black cord, the thing it's plugged into? Yeah. I need the thing.
The thingy with the other thing and the thing?
The thing with the stuff and the guy? Yeah.
I heard a perfect one.
Well, that means one of the lines is dead. Okay. Talk, Bones.
I am the very model of the modern Major General?
You can hear me?
Everybody hear me now?
Okay, then put the volume you want. Wow. Do you actually know that song? Bones.
What?
You're being spoken at.
Sorry. Trying to finish up this test. I'll save and come back to it later. I'm almost done. There's 30 questions and I'm on 21.
Let me save you the trip. On the inside, you're a kitty cat.
No, we're not doing this. No. I'm not a kitty cat. I don't dance. No, I don't dance. No, I don't dance at all.
It's Steve. Steve's crooked.
What? Oh, sorry. Hang on, Steve. Which way am I going? Here, hang on.
Other way.
Oh, let's see.
I could only see one eyeball. I'm sorry.
Steve was a cyclops.
See, now I can see it.
What is this? For your coffee pot. Try to take this now. Yes.
Hang on.
Put the coffee cup down.
With one hand and a hat on my head.
There we go.
There.
Now I can see Steve.
Yes. Steve is a fish hat.
Well, once he turned it, I could tell.
So what was the problem? You said it was your fault.
No, I was looking for this stupid thing.
Oh, okay.
I took it off to go to sleep because I can't wear it all freaking day because it'll
She thinks she broke her finger.
I did something to it. If you feel right here, there's a pump there that wasn't there before.
What did you do? Give someone the finger so hard you broke it?
Actually, I broke it on a chair.
Where did it go?
I didn't bend it, but it hurts.
Okay. What?
Like a bitch.
Oh, it's under your chair.
And it was way more swollen. I did it a couple weeks ago. Like almost 3 weeks now. Hey, Sid, you can tell something happened to it because it used to be smaller than this finger. I'm not like trying to flip you off. Oh yeah, that's the first comment Lori made to me. Me being there. Shouldn't flip people off. They won't break your finger.
There we go.
That's funny.
Well, you don't know how many times throughout the night I flipped her off behind her back.
Yeah, okay.
Are you done?
I think I'm still alive.
We'd have some concern. All you were doing was sneezing. You're fine.
I am going to make so much use out of this. It's unbelievable. My mother has no idea what she's done.
I've seen someone do this.
What did she do?
She got one of those Instacup.
She got
Keurig
like
things
the
for her
nicest
birthday.
Keurig machine that they make, like Keurig like 400. And
Nice.
I immediately went ahead and ordered all the upgraded parts for it. So it's got the extra large reservoir. I've got the thermal carafe coming. She got the one you can put the pot. You can actually put the pot in, and you'll get a whole pot of coffee out of it. Yeah. And I'm working out how to make the timer go off at 5 a.m. so I can get coffee in the morning. I realize I could just buy a coffee pot, but there's a lot of times like now where I just want a cup of coffee. I don't want a 3-potter. I want a cup. And I also found out that it makes tea, and I was just like,
my
they're getting all
grandma
my
has
money.
hot cocoa cups to it. The little.
I'm thinking about that. There's just a lot of work with it. You have to bleed it before you do it, and then bleed it again afterwards.
We never bother.
So the biggest pain in the ass is that I can't hook it. She's got the one you can hook up to the water supply, but I can't because we have hard water, and I'm not gonna ruin a $200 coffee machine with hard water. So I have a filtered water feed, but I have to move it manually. So I have to fill a pitcher up and then pour it in. And the thing goes through like half a thing of water every time I use it. Oh, and apparently Walmart's got the Girl Scout Coffee Mate, which is awesome.
Yes, they do. They have 2 different kinds.
I got the one that's like Samoa's, the coconut and caramel.
And then the other one is the Thin Mint.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want the Thin Mint one. I don't know.
It's not that bad. What do you...
I'm saying you want some for your finger.
She's got drugs now.
I'm like, she's got drugs now. She's happy. Yes.
This is not being recorded, right?
We are recording.
You're gonna cut that out, right?
We haven't done the intro yet.
I haven't even said what it is, and I don't care.
And besides that, 1, the likelihood of us finding it. 2, she handed me ibuprofen for all they know. She has drugs.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people call Sudafed a drug?
I do have, like, the big horse pill ibuprofen.
Oh, God. I have some of those, too.
Yeah,
those are awesome.
Yeah.
Hey.
So this podcast might be a little weird, because 3 tired people, and I am stoned off my ass because I had a bad day, so I took a lot of tramadol and gabapentin.
In my defense, I've only been awake since 5 a.m. My time.
It's okay. We had a long day.
Yeah, we have. I've already forgotten. I'm sure I'll remember it when we get there, though. But we have a lot of things to talk about today.
But you've forgotten what a lot of them are?
I forgot what the list was, but I'll figure it out.
You should really start writing this stuff down.
I closed show. Oh my god. I closed Photoshop because I couldn't hold my
Kiki,
so.
Stop eating the painkillers like candy.
I am not.
Did you put the painkillers in your Pez dispenser again?
No. She crushes them and pours it in her tea.
I should probably start doing that.
It's way less obvious when she goes out that way.
Okay, is everybody settled? Everybody got this shit thingy?
Not at all. I'm very unsettled.
I'd be very happy with some chips right now.
I just want to start.
You have chips? Because I don't know if we have chips.
I have chips.
We're
They're
not
delicious.
going back to the apartment for the chips. You can wait until we get home. I will, on the other hand, give you a bite of my cupcake.
Oh, no,
No,
it's
you
okay.
cannot bite me! You will not bite Cupcake.
Hostess Cupcake.
I am not your hostess, but I am a cupcake.
Now I don't know if I want to eat this. The imagery in my mind is wrong.
What? You took a bite out of my ass?
There's Bones' face right here yelling, "No, don't eat me!"
Eat me! I'm delicious!
There's cake in the kitchen.
You will enjoy my creamy center as I come in your mouth. And now she's spitting up Cupcake all over her shirt.
It's chocolatey.
That's what the last girl said.
It does have a creamy center.
The best one by far was
the sad part is I just keep eating.
I was sitting at work the other day, and one of the high school girl stalkers came by in the afternoon, and I was changing light bulbs. And she goes, "What are you doing?" So I'm changing light bulbs. But why? Everybody wants to touch my hot frosted bulbs. She looked at me and goes, "You're terrible." I'm like, "No, I'm Cupcake. Terrible's over there."
Oh, that was cool.
So smooth, Cupcake, so smooth.
I pointed to my assistant manager, and he went, "Hi, I'm Terrible."
Okay, as I was saying before we got on about eating Cupcake's cream.
Hey, everybody wants to taste my creamy center.
It was very delicious, by the way.
Hey. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. Giggity, giggity.
Oh, this is already going to a great story.
This is what happens when Cupcake's been awake for 20 hours and on 2 cups of coffee.
I think you might need a third.
He's gonna pass out at the keyboard again, isn't he? And yes, I said again.
I don't know, maybe.
Hey! Give me some credit where credit's due!
We didn't have the cameras on because what was it ours, him being able to see us didn't work or something.
It was back when we were still using Skype.
Yeah.
Skype's a bitch.
And we couldn't, he wasn't responding, and we thought we heard something. So she switches it around because he's got his camera on. And his computer does.
Well, you've fallen asleep on me too.
They give me shit. I'm 2 hours ahead of you guys, and I've been awake since 5 a.m. It's now already 10:30 here.
There's a couple of episodes where around the end he's fallen asleep.
Yeah, because it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. There's some...
I forgive you, Cupcake.
They don't let me live this down. I'm like, okay, it's midnight where you guys are. It's 2 a.m. for me. One time it's 3 a.m. They're giving me shit. They're like, "I can't believe you fell asleep." I'm like, it was 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's prime time to be awake.
We give you shit because we love.
Not when you wake up at 5 a.m.
Yeah, I've done worse.
Okay, let's actually do an intro and start this thing.
No, I refuse.
Damn, I was just gonna go with no intro and just let us flow.
Oh.
Okay, I know.
Grandma ruins everything.
Hey.
Just because so far out of all of us on that stupid age test, I am the oldest. My own brother and my mother got younger than me.
I couldn't get it down.
I haven't taken it yet.
No matter how far down I went, I couldn't find yours. What did you get?
I posted mine on. I got 69.
Giggity.
Which is funny, but apparently I'm an old ass bitch. My mother got 50, and my brother, who is 6 years older than me, got 18.
I should take that test right now and see what I get. I think I will.
I got 50.
69.
You answered T, didn't you?
Yeah, apparently, Mozart and T makes you an old person.
Uh-huh.
Just because I have canes and granny
That's okay. You know what got me? These are the only two things I changed, okay? My drink and my television show. For 50, I put soda and MASH. And for...
I haven't taken it yet.
We haven't even started the show yet, and we're now taking age tests. The intro theme is going to happen really late in the first track.
Damn it, man! You're having a hard time choosing between ham and potatoes, aren't you? Pizza and potatoes.
I call shenanigans on that.
Shenanigans! What age did you get, Cupcake?
I don't want to say.
What?
Why? We said ours.
It claims I'm 10 years old.
What?
A guy says he likes a time machine. I'm suddenly 10 years old.
I can see why you chose Mozart, though.
Those are terrible choices for music, honestly.
Oh no, it's up here.
She got
What'd you
62.
get?
I'm still the oldest.
I'm gonna see something really quick.
Yeah, press it.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to a jam-packed episode 60 of the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party with Kiki, Bones, Faith, and Grieve. Get yourself a nice cuppa and enjoy the ride.
So hi, Bones.
Hi, everybody.
What were we going to talk about? Fucking shit. Anime.
All that stuff with the thing and the guy.
So, Resident Evil is getting yet another remake, or did get the original game.
Oh my god.
It's a remake of the GameCube version, and for some reason they added boob jiggle physics, and not like realistic ones like Jill's boobs do this when she barely walks. I'll add the video in the post because obviously we're not camera, no, but. Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous.
Then she got 40.
Change 2 inches and I get 40.
I am the elder. All bow down before me as you push me off
That's
into
how I
the
went
ocean.
from 50 to 29.
27. I bet you if I freaking took Mozart out of there and I put like Rolling Stones, because that's the only other band I would put on there really.
Yeah,
I'd probably get younger.
Anyway,
Anywho,
anime boobs.
anime boobs.
It's a Resident Evil in all rights has gotten bad over the years. Like terror bad. Like the characters, like not even just plot, but the character models. All the guys have been getting buffer. Like Chris's arms are like he's shoved watermelons under his skin.
Ew.
It's very weird why they did that, and the women have kind of ridiculous outfits sometimes. Like Ada's always worn whatever the fuck because she's Ada. I know you don't know what I'm talking about, but just roll with it.
Okay.
And the ladies usually wear either a uniform because they tend to be part of an association or some sort of casual day wear. Like Jill wears an outfit because the outbreak happens and she was getting ready for a date, so it explains why she's wearing that kind of outfit. Whereas in the first game, she's wearing her uniform. It makes sense in context, but later it starts not making sense in context. It's like, you're not even trying anymore. But in 6, there's this with Cheryl and Jake, I want to say. It's Jake or Jack. Whatever his name is. Jake, there we go.
Jake Wesker.
They get kidnapped and they're put in these hospital gowns and whatnot because they're being tested on. Hers isn't even like a real hospital gown. It's like a fetish hospital gown. He's wearing like legit hospital pants and she's wearing fetish wear.
Oh shit.
With bouncy boobies.
Stop elbowing me.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But on the boob note, now that I've ranted about the badness of Resident Evil, like for a little while now, we watched possibly the worst anime I've ever seen in my life.
That's
really now.
not really possible. Well, no, it's possible, but
Like, this anime can't even be legitimately good. It's not the dubbing's fault that it's bad. It's just a bad anime. It's so bad that it would have been better if it had just been fucking porn.
Ooh, wow.
Should I show them the cover art?
Yes. Again, I'll put videos in the thingy. If you're listening to this on YouTube, you'll have to go to the homepage to see it. But mind you, these are one of them. This one is in the 6th grade.
With that huge tits?
Yeah. Essentially, it's this totally connected school, so all grade levels share the same giant mountain canvas, and they're having this stupid fucking event where it's like...
It's a school festival, basically.
Yeah, but they're battling each other for shit, so there's a yogurt slide, so you can get cum visualizations. But the breast physics are your stereotypical out-of-whack anime breast physics, but that cover does not do it justice, because I swear in the anime, they're much bigger. So that poor 6th grader's boobs are like this, and they show them doing like this to her.
oh my god.
The characters aren't even worth it, because they're very plain Jane tropes. So there's nothing exciting about them. And the animation's not great. And half the time you're going, that person's dead, because of the way their boobs are acting. and then it puts them in these ridiculous situations where they're pretty much mock having sex, but not actually having sex. But it's visually looks like sex, but it's not. Like, they're going down the yogurt slide, and they keep somehow messing up their positions, because you can't, if you let go of your partner, you're out of the race. So he ends up with his fucking foot in one girl, so she's making moaning and sucking penis sounds on his foot. And he's essentially latched on to the other one's breast, even though how did they end up like that in the first place? And it's not like this. It's like, this might hurt. It's like you could see bits of boob coming through the fingers.
So he's like
her tits are made of pudding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Basically.
And she's like, that hurts. It's like, but that moaning sort of porn, that hurts. And not like, oh my god, you're touching my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's this one character who only eats anything phallic, and she doesn't actually eat it, she just sucks on it. So she's sucking on, like, bananas and corn dogs. Like, that's not how you eat
Chocolate-covered bananas. Chocolate-covered bananas.
Yeah. Which means there's banana peels everywhere, so he's constantly slipping on banana peels to fall into tits. It's like, it's not even good enough. It's not even so bad it's good. It was boring. It was offensive. It should have just been porn. There should have just been fucking. I would have let that go had there been fucking and not all this pointless setup to look like fucking.
Wow.
Because, like I said, the characters aren't even redeemable. At least you could have shown me some actual fucking.
Yeah.
Seriously, this is now the top of my worst anime ever.
Have you ever even seen a hentai? She's never seen animated porn.
You gotta remember something. I didn't really have time to find a reason to watch any kind of porn.
I like how when it comes up, everyone looks at the camera like, what?
Seriously, my porn connoisseurness, words are hard right now. Dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. I don't usually look at porn to actually get off or anything. It's more like, yeah, let's go look at some porn.
Well, I admit it. I have Playboy magazines. I have the wrestling ones.
Playboy actually has good articles, though.
The last one...
To go gets the joke. Playboy has good articles.
They really do.
Yeah.
The first thing I do when I get them is I flip through to read the comics. But, no, I have, but the last time I got one, I think it was, that one that won the Diva Search, Ashley, was on the cover. That's the last time I got one. And I didn't even get it because it was a Playboy, I got it because Ashley was on the cover. And they said they had other divas in it.
I'll get you some hentai.
I deleted
So,
everything.
like,
That's why I said I'll get you some. Just so you can introduce her to the world.
I still have the yaoi.
I watched porn. I just really like got to a point where I didn't have time to be bored to watch it, and I didn't really have a reason to.
There's some good.
No, it's
there's
just
some.
funny sometimes.
Yeah, there's some good ones out there that actually have nice stories, and other ones are just hilarious.
Well-
Like the magical girl ones. Those are always hilarious.
I do
Oh, God.
remember, because you know, Skinamax always has shit early in the morning.
Oh god.
Well, when you get bored in the middle of the night, you see this really softcore porn with the storyline.
Where you just
And there
sitting
was
there
two
like
of
there's
them that
no
I
way
liked.
they're having sex.
Yeah, where you're sitting there like you're not even there for the sexual part of it. You're just going, that's actually an interesting storyline.
Where you're like, no, this is funny and all, but you're just humping his chest. That's not where his pelvis is.
You're right.
Because it's soft core. There's no actual sex going on. Or you're like, that actress is in a lot of soft core.
Yeah. So.
Or that really bad one where the woman had dented implants. That was terrible.
Wow.
It was a Planet of the Apes spoof.
Oh.
And her, I'm like, those are some big honkers. Those boobs have dents. You should have that looked at.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that one though.
See, I don't watch real stuff.
Well,
You
no,
know
no,
why?
see,
Because I keep on imagining you never know how the universe is gonna move you, okay? You could someday end up running into one of those people, and the first thing that's gonna go through your head is, I've seen you naked. Going
There's
at the ceiling.
There's a softcore porn star who went into just becoming an actress in commercials. So every time I've seen her, I'm like, I've seen your boobs. You're trying to sell me direct TV right now, but I've seen your boobs.
That.
It's not that big of a deal.
You
There's
can
that
do that.
porn star that went into actual acting. The you've seen the movie Crybaby, right?
Yeah.
What is her name? Which one? The blonde with the.
That's not helpful. That's like the most blonde.
No.
She knows who I'm talking
I know who
about.
she's talking about because there's characters, and you're talking about the one that was actually part of the Drakes crew, or the Drapes. Sorry, mispronunciation. Part of the Drapes. She was the one that had the really religious parents, or the friggin' not Hatchet Face, not Ricky Lake's character, the other one. Oh my god, I cannot think of her name.
Ricky Lake's not in that movie. Oh yeah, she's at Nevermind. Wow, that did not work. My brain is dead. Goodbye.
I don't know.
Goodbye.
I mean, I admit she's gotten hella skinnier since then, but damn! She played the mom of the kid! Wanda. Yes, it's Wanda.
She plays the character Wanda.
Okay.
But she was like a porn star, and she went into actual acting, and gradually she, stopped doing porn things, and now she's just an actress.
Whoopis!
Okay.
You have to go back.
Tumblr.
I wanted to see all those pictures.
Did you just try to use my pet egg as a mouse?
Yes.
Because that scrapes off dead foot skin, not make internet.
I need one of those.
These are just cute pictures.
This is
They're
him as
from
kids
baby
and-
to adult, basically. Kids to adult.
Because remember, they made a sequel to Peter Pan.
Oh yeah, huh.
He went from blonde to brown hair.
That happens when people
Yeah,
age.
it does. It just seems weird in a movie.
I used to be quite blonde, although this isn't my hair color right now. Did I just lose audio?
No, I think Bones is being really
Did
quiet.
you?
Oh, my headphones shut off.
I'm putting it back. Yes, that's Rufus. I'm putting it back. See? Now it's back.
Take it more right.
I'm just gonna close Tumblr. It's distracting.
Yes, it is.
I'm sorry, I saw
a little
cute
Rufus.
things.
Anyway,
So horrible anime, giant titties.
what's it called again? Iken?
We're talking about porn now.
Ekin, something like that. I don't know.
I was getting back to the original topic.
Yeah, but on that note, though, we have seen some really good anime, and Bones has actually been getting through his pile of anime and managed to open boxes that have been sitting for a while.
Congratulations.
Yeah. The pile's now in 3 places. There, somewhere over there. I don't even know.
And then he keeps buying more. Because new job make good money, yay!
See if I can pick up the new pile.
Oh no.
The newest pile.
Can you tell her anything about my trip to Utah?
Like what?
Anything.
I was talking about Bones.
there.
Yeah, I know. But we were talking about new jobs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all have new jobs. Right?
No, new
No?
jobs. N-E-W
Yeah,
jobs.
we all have new jobs, right? Right.
No, Grieve has the same job.
You've had the same job.
Insurance agent or something.
No, that didn't work out. That was a
Oh,
Commission only.
yeah, that was one of those fucking
that's
commission
right.
things.
Shit, sorry, I forgot.
It's understandable. We're all
Speaking of which,
tired.
my roommate finally left the dip she was living with. She moved out. She told me this last night, but the reason why I brought that up is because he was working only commission-based jobs. He wasn't looking for anything real. The dude's like 32 years old and has no direction. And he's a jerk.
Oh my god.
What?
I've been at I've been at my job for a month and a half and have already been promoted twice.
This guy is
Bones,
just a
you
jerk.
you are like magic though. Like you apparently have the best work ethic ever.
I think mine's pretty good.
Oh no, your problem is that it's Walmart.
Yeah. See,
Well,
I
I'm
was
working for the Midwest. What? I guess Menards is technically the Midwest version of a big box home improvement store, and I'm being promoted. So kind of Walmart. I guess technically our closest proxy would be Home Depot.
Yep.
Because
Home Depot's
Lowe's
a lot
just
better to work
sucks.
for.
actually around here. It's not.
No, I know our local one is shit, but I mean like Conglomerate.
Yeah.
Just like I always say, technically our Walmart is better than a lot of the other Walmarts, but as a company it's still shit.
It is still a company, as a company and shit, yeah.
Anyway, anime pile.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just love my company because profit sharing.
Yeah.
Like-
profit sharing.
We do profit sharing, and you get it after like 6 months of work. And
They used to do that at Walmart.
They used to do a lot of things at Walmart.
Yeah, no shit, they actually gave a damn about their employees at one point.
And then they went, we don't have to do this.
Yeah.
no,
Anyway, are you still trying to pick up the pile, or?
you shut your whore mouth, God damn it! Ah!
I'm sorry, aren't whore mouths supposed to be open?
Oh, what I was,
Yeah.
what I
That's
was
never
saying
shuts
was
up.
that,
What up, Hey,
I was
you
out
gotta
there
do
for
this.
like a week and I got offered a new job.
Yeah, I think we were about it.
Ah!
Yes, you did.
I was in
I'm sitting
awesome,
here like,
man.
she told me something about Utah, but my brain ain't working right now.
I
She
was
got
there
offered a
for a
supervisor
week
position.
and they offered me a supervisor position.
Are you gonna take it?
You have to save up the money.
we're
and
trying
do
Yeah,
to
I
save up the
remember
money
that,
to go. I do want to take it, and I do already have the paperwork started, but they're not going to actually put it through until I have the money to move.
Okay.
But they're not. They want you
Fun.
so badly, but they're not going to help you move.
Yeah, think about it though. WIS isn't that big of a company.
Yeah.
They don't have normal opportunities like that.
Okay.
My-
Everybody be
my
quiet for a
company-
second.
Go ahead.
Now you can clearly cut that out.
My company just offered me double or nothing if I was willing to move to the home office, which I only said no because I've only been with the company a month and a half.
Where's the home
Whoa.
office?
About 90 minutes away.
Oh,
The company's
okay, so
based
not
out of
that
Eau
far.
Claire, Wisconsin, which is literally just a hop, a skip, and a jump from where I live.
Yeah. No, they I was out in Utah and they offered me like an assistant manager position, basically just like it'd be kind of like a department manager equivalent.
Team
And
lead.
I'd be making $6 an hour more
Yeah.
there than I am here. So
I took a test and got an additional $1 an hour,
nice.
which was basically
That reminds me, I'm
like
up for a
the
race
history
soon.
of our company. Like the majority of it was 20 questions and 10 of them were like, what is Menards all about? Who voted
Yeah.
us? What's our slogan? I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Well, I can get up to $1 in race a year too.
Pardon. Sorry.
Damn.
I'm a big gasser.
It's okay. But yeah, I should be getting a raise soon because my 6 months
God.
will be coming up.
Oh wow, that's only one of the piles, right?
Holy crap!
Uh-huh.
Did you open that other box?
Which other box?
Didn't you have a box that was still unopened?
Uh-huh. It's still unopened. And I got another package today. There should be another one tomorrow. Oh god. Sorry.
Yeah. So the people who live below us,
Have like
they're
20
full of
cars.
shit,
Yeah,
and they keep parking in my spot.
I understand that. People keep parking in our spot. It's numbered.
Yeah.
They have like freaking hella car. Like it's either them or the people across the way have like freaking 5 or 6 cars.
Well, there's a giant ass street they can go park on.
Exactly.
Anyway, anime.
Yeah, anime. It's awesome. What? Huh?
You and Raid finished something. Tell us about it.
Oh, we watched the rest of Sekirei? Have we talked about that? I don't even remember.
Who's
I know.
His friend, he's been on the podcast earlier before. You have never met him.
Okay.
Although I imagine that would be interesting to edit if Raid was also on right now. That'd be a lot of voices.
He was going to be, but he had a party he had to go to.
That's fine.
He wanted to get drunk more than he wanted to sit and bullshit with me late at night.
Well, the last time he did, he was drunk and bullshitting, so.
Yeah.
That episode doesn't exist, though, because I blue screened in the middle of recording.
Oh.
It was great, too. It was an awesome
It-
episode.
It was an awesome episode, and I have no record of it.
Wow.
And I keep trying to get him back on, but he's always busy on Friday nights, so. One of these days, I'm just going to take all my equipment over there and be like, Raid, we're going to record tonight. He's like, no, fuck you.
So, yeah. I apologize. I already forgot the name of the anime. Sekirei?
Sekirei.
Okay, what is Sekirei? It
Come
sounds
on,
familiar.
You remember
think-
this one?
Yeah, you and I talked about it.
You know, the one where everybody's got giant tits? Oh, I mean, the other one, everyone's got giant tits.
Those
Okay,
are reasonable
other one,
giant tits
everyone's got giant
comparatively. Those aren't going to snap
Oh, I'm
someone's
sorry.
spine.
No, I've seen one with women with giant boobies, and they could make penises out of their clits.
Yeah,
And they all fucked each other.
yeah, I remember that one.
There's the harem.
Yeah.
Literally,
shit
there's
are
the
you
harem.
watched what was given to me.
What was that called?
I have no
I'm
idea.
pretty sure that was Love Blue Girl, but it might be another one because there's
yeah.
there's quite a few animes where that's a thing where certain people can make their clit into a penis because in all rights technically the clit is a penis, but
No, are these like well endowed ones?
it depends on the character.
Okay, so it's not like this is some
Usually anime penises are over exaggerated anyway because of the way the laws make them have to depict genitalia,
just remember,
so it doesn't look exactly
it's
right.
Not it's not a real Fuda girl unless her dick makes a horse look small.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean,
Or
like,
she's got
seriously, you'll see on the internet where, like, their erect penises reach all the way above their heads. I'm like, want to get
Get the fuck away from me!
A lot of those images involve them just pleasuring themselves because it reaches far enough.
like,
No, my
literally,
favorite series is still I always forget the artist's name, and hopefully I'll remember it and put it in the description. But there's this, he makes vampire Fuda girls, and it's awesome.
It sounds awesome.
Is that the dude with the really dirty webcomic, right?
I'm not sure.
You know what I'm talking
That
about,
helps.
though. I can't think of his name, but the guy that has, like, it's like medieval times and, like...
No, I don't think he's the one that does that, Olaf, or Olaf, or whatever.
Olaf, yeah, that's it, or Golgoth,
that
or
is
whatever.
a good web series, but no, I don't think he, I think there's been a vampire in his series, but no, he doesn't draw that series.
I miss my pixies.
You want me to get them for you again? I think he started making new ones, if I'm right. I could be wrong. I could be thinking of someone else.
It's a whole comic series, and it's called Bondage Fairies.
Bondage Fairies is a classic.
Oh,
It is,
in that series,
it's like cool
everything
devices.
has a penis. Like, even things that shouldn't have penises. Unless it's a fairy. And then it's only allowed a penis because males are subservient.
So, like, there's a tree walking around with a dick?
I don't
know.
No, it's more like this beetle has a penis.
Usually, if it's plant, then it just has something dick-like. Like, one of them loses their virginity to a stick.
And to be fair, he prefers the term ent to tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I might be thinking of a different classic hentai manga artist, but I think he did. I will double fact check myself later. What were we talking about? We were talking about Seki Ray. I feel like this is just going to be a lot of sidestepping.
Oh no, it's fine. This is hilarious.
Yeah. But no, I don't remember the point of Seki Ray.
Okay.
I just remember boobs.
If you crossed a standard Japanese harem anime with Pokemon, there are 108 girls who are Seki Rays. Yes, it's Stars of Destiny. I know. Shut the hell up. And basically, they're going to fight for the right to be the number one girl. And so basically, they find a master who unlocks their true potential. Blah 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 blah. Boobies, boobies, boobies. Nude bathing scenes.
Yeah, there's
sexually suggestive positioning, so on and so forth. The guy's a complete doormat. Surprise, surprise, because he's basically a proxy for the viewer. He's like one of like 4 people in this city that's been like locked off from the rest of the world that's got like more than one girl. He's got like 6. And it's heavily implied that his mother is, or his mother is working for the big bad, and it's heavily implied that the big bad is actually his father, despite the fact that she says his father has long since died. But he has the same hairstyle as the guy, except that the guy has white hair, and it's like, well, it's kind of obvious. They've got the same face, eyes, and hair. It's just that the other guy's got glasses and white hair.
Yeah.
I wonder if that could be his father. It's like watching Naruto, and they're like, the fourth Hokage wasn't his father. I'm like, bullshit. That's totally his father. No. Like 100 episodes later. Oh, did you know that the Yellow Flash was actually the father of Naruto?
Ugh.
Yeah. My sentiments exactly, actually.
So basically, just sexy hijinks ensue. They fight some of the other Seki Rays. Turns out that their landlady is Seki Ray number 1, who's like the most powerful person in the entire city. But she won't fight because her husband, who was like the lead researcher on this project, like died, and so she has no reason to fight since her master is dead. Though technically it was her husband, and blah blah blah. And we watched 26 episodes of this, and I just kept thinking, what the fuck am I doing with my life? And here's the deal. I have so much. I've just started telling people when they come over, I'm like, pick something out of the pile. No, Mike, you pick something. I'm like, no, pick something out of the pile. Just pick something. I don't care. I showed Kiki all my stuff. She's like, let's just watch Crunchyroll. I'm like, okay.
Well, we almost didn't get to because Crunchyroll is being a bitch lately and crashing.
Oh, yeah. That's because Shockwave is buggy as hell.
Yeah. But we finished an anime today.
Yes.
Which I'm pulling up now so that they can just see it.
Mm-hmm.
Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun, which is an adorable fucking anime. Like, we were cheering at the end because he's still a fucking doofus and doesn't realize her emotions. Like, it does a sort of swerve, like, where you think he finally gets it. It's like, oh no, he's talking about the fireworks. But it's essentially they're high schoolers, right? Bones?
Yeah.
They're high school. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
No,
he
fine.
draws girly mangas, like dating mangas and whatnot, and his friends help him. But he is like the least romantic thing ever. He's very stoic and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Quiet and stoic and big.
It's quite hilarious. And she, the redhead with the cute bows, has feelings for him, but he didn't understand what she meant. He thought she was just a fan of his comics, which she is, but she didn't know he was the one who made them. So she ends up working with him on it, and so she gets to hang out with him more. But he still just doesn't get it. He writes about romance, but he doesn't get it what is happening to him.
It's actually a pretty standard trope with these, like, like life of a manga artist.
Yeah, it's just very well done. The characters are very likable while being like mildly cliche, but in like a good way.
Like, they turn all the tropes on their heads.
Yeah, the redheaded dude is a suave guy, but he's not actually. He only says those things. It's actually quite easy to embarrass and whatnot, and has never really dated or anything. But the girls love him because he sounds smooth.
Somebody's making a cupcake.
Yeah, this is actually a woman who all the girls love because she's very prince-like and whatnot, but she's also a giant dork. The woman who's a beautiful singer, but she has a horrid personality. You know, those sort of things.
She's basically Ritsu from KO.
Yeah. So I highly recommend people continue to watch this, and I hope they make more of it. I think I saw that they were going to make more of it, but I don't remember. Again, I might be thinking of a different show. I know that another season of Working is going to happen, which I'm very happy about.
Yeah, except that NIS America's the people who license it, so it's always super expensive. Sorry.
Well, usually we could watch it on Crunchyroll, so I'm very sad that it's going to be expensive involved, but I want to at least be able to see it. So Crunchyroll, yay!
What I love is they all complain about, oh man, we just can't sell enough copies. It's like, don't make it $100.
Oh, tell them about what is it, Pony Canyon? They started a U.S. distribution.
Yeah, they're using. Go for it. No, go for it. No, you tell them.
No, I was just going to say, and their starting prices is ridiculous, and I was going to have you explain.
Okay. All right, 13 episode. What they're doing what? Denki Kai and the other one is Something is a Hero. I can't think of the character's name. So they partnered with Right Stuff, which is the biggest online anime like retailer in the country, and it's Denki. They started with Denki Kai, which is 13 episodes, and it was like $120, and it's not gonna be dubbed. It's all sub. And it's basically just the DVDs.
That's ridiculous for sub only.
That is freaking.
That feels that's a lot of overhead that's not necessary because it couldn't have been that expensive to license, and then all you're doing is putting subtitles on a show that already has subtitles because it's streamable. That's how we've been watching it, so subtitles exist for it. Even if you had to do your own work, it's not that expensive.
No,
and because subbed animes are cheaper than that. And I know it's a new show, but oh wow, no.
My whole point has always been you'll notice that the majority of the stuff that I buy has got a dub on it because honestly I just can't justify spending that kind of money on something that's sub only. It's like, what exactly am I buying? Well, it might not be, you might be able to stream it, online later. I'm like, piracy will take care of that problem.
Mm-hmm.
If you take out piracy, there might come a time where I won't be able to find it legally, but you'll always be able to find it illegally. Let's be dead honest.
That and streaming has just become very big that they hold on to a lot of titles for a long time, so I'm not really that concerned.
Yeah.
Well, and then the other one, the Magical Girl anime with the girl in the wheelchair, is getting a dub, I guess. And that's gonna be like 150.
Holy fuck!
I could be wrong, but I think they're both well over 100.
I'll try to remember to post about it.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Once again, 13 episodes. They're not adding a lot of swag. It's just like, well, you get to buy it. Isn't that nice? And it's like,
usually if it's like ridiculously expensive, it's like a special edition. It comes with shit that you don't normally get.
Yeah.
Or it's a very, very super old fucking anime that is difficult to find now that's getting a redoing.
Yeah.
You know what I want? I want to buy a special edition of something that comes with the baggy socks.
Some anime,
Super
I was gonna
Gals.
say some anime did that where it got the you get the socks with it.
That was Super Gals that did that.
Yeah, because a lot of time the swag will be something that you can buy that appeared in the anime, like the clothing. Hi, Ringo.
Hello, Ringo. Sniff, sniff, sniff.
Ringo's my buddy.
Well, I mean, like, I have all kinds of like random stuff I've gotten with like rare editions or limited editions.
Don't you have like a random ass wig?
Hey, you leave Mr. Afro Wig out of this. I have to show you the box set.
Something came, I forget what it was, but he got a wig with it. It's hilarious.
I'm gonna go get it.
We're probably gonna talk about Crystal after this because the first season's over.
Aww. I've missed like the whole thing.
Yes.
She started me on watching the originals though.
Look, she's still angry with me though.
No, this is me trying to process. Sorry.
Process.
Well, I am also still a bit angry that I can't get the new musicals because they're not releasing DVDs over here. So I'm like, no, I want them.
Oh god, musicals are boring.
No, the new ones are really fucking good.
Okay, you don't like musicals?
So they have Sailor Moon live music.
Oh,
and they're usually musicals tend to be funny anyway.
You need to wear that the whole cast.
Hang on. Print screen.
Here, I'll grab the box that's up here.
Hang on, Photoshop's gonna take forever to open because I have so many custom things.
Well, that's because that's your art studio.
Yes. Yeah, that was it.
Harry and Goo.
Hair and gum?
No, it's
Harry and Goo. It's like, it's a pun in Japanese about like cloudy with a chance of goo.
I think you need it out.
Yeah, come on.
The show is trying to be cute and doing the
Does he
whole
need out back or
like,
just out in the living room?
He might need out back.
It's all about like wordplay in Japanese, like puns in English, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about super rare, well, like recent super rare box set that like no one has. Kami-sama Kiss.
Yeah.
Oh!
Sorry, the
I
wrapping
honestly
makes
have
it hard to
no
read.
idea what was going on here because DVD, Blu-ray, and then all the swag. I have no idea what's supposed to be in here.
Swag.
Like, I literally can't take the swag out because then this will be loose. Like, I don't know what they were doing. Unless season 2 is gonna fit in here whenever it comes out.
Did he go? Thank you.
Good tinkle.
And you guys keep talking. I have to tinkle.
Oh, well, snap.
oh, she always has to tinkle. What an
Everybody go
excuse.
potty. Wait, well, before you got here, I finished.
Well, yeah, she's like what, 69 years old?
Ah.
I finished like a whole craft of tea before you got here, so. No, that was cute. Yes, it was, but I need my headphones back so I can hear the cupcake talk.
No one can hear me talk. Okay, seriously?
Damn it, man! You look so good in that.
Oh god, it makes my head itch like crazy.
Well, I can imagine.
No hitting on cupcake.
No, I was just saying he looked good in the wig. I wasn't. It's not like I said, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck him." My cupcake.
I mean, you
I
can
have
if you
been
want, but it wouldn't be a whole lot of
myself
fun.
way too much.
I mean, you know, I scream like a girl, so... You know, since you said you were gonna fuck me. Anyway.
No, I said it's not like I said. Oh, God. I opened my mouth. I did not say that, though. This all started by me saying that he looked
because
good
when
in
you
the
opened
wig.
your mouth, all this stuff came out.
Some people just really don't like it.
We already talked about how she wants me to come in her mouth. I mean, you know.
Oh, back to me eating cupcakes.
Okay, let's go back to talking about anime.
Hey,
Yes,
every
please.
girl wants to eat cupcake and taste this delicious, delicious cream filling. Anyway.
Stay tuned to part 2. Welcome to part 2.
Anime.
So, Sailor Moon
Anime.
Crystal wrapped up recently with the first story arc.
And they did the whole, like, the last 5 minutes we get to...
Bless you.
Sorry.
Oh god.
You. Anyway, you were saying, sorry.
I said we got that, I mean, that whole thing with, like, the last 5 minutes where just Chibiusa shows up. It's like, hey, what's up? Oh, crap.
At
Remember
the end
this?
of the first season?
Yeah, remember this is closer to the manga, and the manga's arcs kind of flow into one another.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, at the end of the first one, it just kind of goes right into Chibiusa falling out of the sky. With her gun.
She doesn't know what you're talking about yet.
That's fine. I enjoyed Crystal. It does have animation errors, but they fixed that for the DVD. And again, it's a web animation, although it is going to start running on television, which will help it. But when you start on the web, unless you want your episodes to only come out like once every 5 fucking months, you're gonna have errors.
Well, it's
but
amazing to see the cleanup.
Yeah, like they give you a reason. Even TV anime or animation in just general will have errors. It's not a perfect system. Some errors are like intentional too, but
look at Madoka Magica. There are 3 different versions of the TV series.
Yeah. Well, like
because they did.
some of them, they just like beefed up the backgrounds because they were simple backgrounds in the beginning because it's to speed up the process. So some of them are just like, no, this is what the apartment actually looks like, and other ones are, let's clean up this section.
But I mean, like you'll watch the background go through two upgrades. Like for the broadcast, it's really simple. Then for the DVD version, it was a little bit better. Then I got the Blu-ray version, and you'll see it a lot with like if they have like plaid skirts, like it'll go from like really basic plaid to intermediate plaid to like crazy complicated plaid pattern. And I'm like, okay.
When you're not on the deadline of broadcast, you can go back in and go really detailed. When you're on a deadline for broadcast, you just gotta get it the fuck out. And even with more technology and a decent budget, which most TV shows don't have at the start, they tend to only make their money after the fact. You have limited time, so there's always going to be errors.
Yeah.
So but no, I because the manga version is probably my least favorite version. Not that I really hate any version of Sailor Moon, you know that. But I like the small changes that this has done to expand on the manga. Like, it's expanded a bit on the history because it has more time. The manga is really fast paced.
Yeah.
And it expands a bit more on characterization, which is what the 90s anime did, because it had more fluff episodes, but this doesn't really have fluff episodes, so it's gotta kind of be
So you're
snappy
getting
about
to
it.
know the characters like you would if you were reading the manga.
Yeah, which means that sometimes they seem a little less focused on, but that's because it's called Sailor Moon. It's really focused on Usagi.
Yeah.
So you only see them doing shit when she's around.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that one that he was talking about? The thing I can't pronounce, Magica?
That's the sad magical girl one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's still very good, and eventually I'll watch the movies.
See, you ever want to see this, which she's probably going to make
April, they're going to release
right?
Rebellion.
I will not be involved.
So I have to buy. I'm going to have to buy.
Involved. I will not cry like that again.
All 3 movies.
Same thing with if you ever want to see.
That's a really interesting color.
Graveyard of Fireflies. Yeah, that's totally you guys. I'm not crying like that again.
Oh, do you want to see it? I own it.
You know what?
I got the Sundance Film Festival version.
Through the screen and strangle you. That anime made me cry way too hard. I bawled my eyes out.
Our Ray and I's mutual friend, Ted's daughter wanted to see it. She's like 12 or 13, and they were talking about how like no one has a copy, and I was like, "Oh, I own a copy," and they're like, "You do?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, of course." They're like, "How do you own a copy?" I'm like, "Are you really gonna ask that question?" So, like the next week, I brought it over, and like it took me a month to get back because I was sick and they were sick and stuff. And I'm like, "I'm like, all right, what'd you think of the movie?" And they're just like, "That was the most horrifying thing we've ever seen." I'm like, "I know, right?"
It's depressing as hell.
Well, yeah, it's...
My Neighbor Totoro exists just to basically offset that movie.
Yeah.
Like, they released the 2 of them back to back with each other.
Have you seen that one yet? What? My Neighbor Totoro?
Did you know that there's a sequel?
There is not.
Yeah, it's something. It's about the cat bus, but you can only see it if you go to the Ghibli Museum.
Oh.
It's a short about the cat bus.
What?
Mm-hmm.
With the younger sister whose name I forget. But essentially, like, the cat bus has gotten old and it's got a bunch of young cat bus. It like had a litter or something. I've only seen like a really bad photographs of it. I forget what it's called, but it's something cat bus or something like that. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that are like expansions on Ghibli stuff, but you can only ever see it if you go to the museum.
Ghibli Museum before I die.
Kyoto?
Is it in Kyoto? Kyoto would be pretty to go to.
It's Tokyo, I don't remember.
It's in a section of Tokyo. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, Tokyo's gigantic. I mean, it makes New York look small.
Well, yeah, Tokyo sections are called cities. It's like Sacramento, how certain sections are called like a city, but they're not really. This is more like big cities shoved together. Because Tokyo just keeps expanding because it's the head of Japan.
Yeah.
Um.
You know what I found really interesting, speaking of Tokyo? The suburb that Sailor Moon takes place in is apparently like literally one of the richest suburbs in the entirety of Tokyo.
The Juban district? Yeah, that's why all the houses have like gates and shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like they were talking about how
if you're seeing like a Western style house, it's in a fancy neighborhood.
Well, isn't
they were talking about
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying. They're like he must be like a national level like anchor or something because he's got to be pulling in just a ton of money for them to be living in a house like that and their mother not to be working.
Yeah, which explains why he's at the party for that Princess D, because he's, a big name reporter. Yeah. That's the only reason he's there. Speaking of that, still the creepy kissing scene, but it's better in this version. So it's always going to be creepy no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Creepy kissing at the ball. In the original 90s version, she's drunk and he kisses her. Yeah, it's meant to be romantic, but going from the sensibilities I have, it's not. I'm willing to overlook it because it's not the worst fucking thing ever. But in the new version, she's not drunk because you're not allowed to show minors drinking anymore. She's just tired.
It's part of the damn storyline.
Well, yeah, but 90s anime drunk Usagi is always hilarious. Like her, what was it? The theory of relativity based on pudding or something like that.
Oh yeah.
She came up with.
You'll get around to it.
Yeah. But no, I still really enjoyed Crystal. It does have its problems, like the animation, and it because there's no fluff episodes. There's less characterization, but there is more characterization than there is in the manga, and I like some of the expansion that's done on the universe because it there's more time, so there's more the ability to tell us stuff. And when the animation is spot on, it's fucking beautiful. But we'll see how the next arc goes with the Black Moon, Dark Moon, whatever they're called. I always forget what they're called.
Yeah.
I
think it's Black Moon Clan, isn't it?
Yeah. Because that is quite different in the manga than it is in the classic anime, so I don't know exactly, because I don't remember very well from the manga, because it's been a while. I would like to own the new translations, but someday. So that will be fun to see what they expand on. And, because in the manga, a lot of the villains are just killed. There's no, like, retribution or anything. Usagi just blows them the fuck up. Which the classic anime kind of walked away from, showing her more, forgiving and shit, because she's supposed to be a forgiving character. She's far more vengeful in the manga. And I'm wondering if they're going to keep that and go the forgiving route. I don't know. I just, again, I've said this like every single fucking episode of this podcast since Crystal started, but I really hope it can get up to the Super S or the Dream arcs, and we could finally have a good Pegasus saga, and not a really stupid, super shitty one.
Yeah, okay, it's the Black.
If I understand,
yeah. Go ahead.
If I understood the Japanese news report correctly, after they announced that they were going to start showing it on TV, they also announced it was getting an additional 52 episodes, so
nice.
Probably going to make it. I think that worked out to be 3. If they go chapter for chapter, that gives them 3 more episodes than there are chapters.
Sweet.
This is basically an alphabetical list of every villain from Sailor Moon.
Yeah, you're on the Sailor Moon wiki.
It's ginormous.
Mm-hmm.
I never realized that she had that many villains.
Well, especially if you go by the classic anime, there's a monster of the week, so probably also has their names too, which you don't get in this version because there's not really a monster of the week.
No.
Sorry.
Plus, apparently, Black Lady gets 3 different categories. Black Lady Anime, Black Lady Mew?
Yeah, that's what you call them in school.
Oh. Okay.
Because she's had different representations. This is probably the manga version.
Manga, anime, musical. Okay.
Because the live action didn't have Chibi, so it stops after the first arc.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what was, like, confusing me.
Yeah.
Okay. Continue. I've no longer lost my mind.
Really hoping they don't do the creepy shit with Black Lady from the manga. Really hoping. Like, it's one thing to love your daddy, it's another to have a daddy fetish. Yeah.
Yeah. That was creepy enough in the anime.
They heavily play it down in the anime.
Oh God, really?
Yeah, it's far creepier in the manga.
Why do I always get used as the demo thing?
Because you're easy.
I am not easy.
Really? So if I go, if I go home and I make you a bowl of chili with some cornbread, I'm not gonna get one.
That doesn't sound easy. That sounds like a lot of effort.
Yeah, right? Effort. 1, 2, you are my significant other. There's a difference.
I literally just have to go, hey, you want sex? That's it.
It's different when you have a significant other that you're married to or that you're planning on getting married to or you've had around for a while because it's like a given. You're gonna have sex eventually anyways. Well, it doesn't take as much to put it out. If I were easy, I could go into a bar and somebody could pick me up.
Those are a lot of
feelings. See, I was easy. That's because I was just looking for sex. That's different.
It's a major difference.
That you're only easy if your relationship is sexual. There's plenty of romantic relationships that aren't. But
veering off the subject. Let's go back.
Doesn't your husband listen to this cast?
Not usually.
Oh, okay.
It's not like he doesn't know my past. This is no secret.
No, I just think it would be funny to see the look on his face. My wife is currently calling herself a whore at the moment.
If he was here, he'd probably make quite a witty joke.
I gotta say that the 30-second delay is hilarious.
Oh, are we really that delayed?
Yes, but the entire time it's been like that. It's been hilarious.
Fuck. Well, at least I'm not a robot. That's why we didn't record last time, is because he kept sounding like a robot. The connection wouldn't stay stable. And technically, when I edit this, there won't be lag, but it's weird that he's getting so much lag.
Yeah.
There must be a problem on my end.
There has to be a lag issue somewhere. He went back out the door.
No, he's huffing.
I mean, our actual ping is good, because, like, you guys are responding, like, within a second or two of me, but, like, the video is way behind.
So you hear us, you just can't see what we're doing.
Weird.
So I can flip him off, and in 30 seconds he'll get it.
Did you want me to look?
No, if it was important, they would have shouted. Someone probably just walked by the door and he heard it. He's a neurotic little fuck.
I don't know. I thought I heard, but no one walked by the door because there's no light on my door, so we're good.
My brain just went woo. Yeah.
Should I go to the obvious? Social justice comment, or do we have more anime we want to talk about?
I don't know. I talked about Jill's boobs, and that's the social justice I wanted to talk about because that's ridiculous. The representation. Do you want to talk about that sports lady? I'm really trying to remember here.
No, better than that. The pile of shit at work.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Garbage Man. That's what I'm calling him now.
Oh my
Garbage
god.
man. Okay.
No,
So
that's offensive to men who pick up garbage. Man of garbage.
Man of garbage.
Yeah. This fucking shithole. The old crusty man comes into my workplace and he's asking me some questions and whatever, and one of the afternoon stocking front end girls is doing some stuff down the aisle, and like loudly, like not even under his breath, not secretly, he goes, "Look at the cans on that one. I'd like to bend her over and split her like a piece of wood. I tell you what, oh man, the things I do to her would make a what do you say? Would make a priest's whiskers curl up." And I'm like, "Sir, please don't sexually harass or assault the help." And we had I left it at that. I was just like, just please don't do that. And I left it at that. And then I had a department meeting at the end of the night, and so the general manager and the head of HR were at the meeting, and I was telling them the story, and they're like, our general manager was just like, okay, so the next time this happens, you grab a phone, you grab a radio, you walk away, and you call me, and I'm gonna come over, and I'm gonna bitch slap the motherfucker, because I don't care how much money they spend with our company, they're not doing that to anyone. I was like,
wow.
whoa. I mean, he was more concise and polite about it, but basically he's just like, you let me know the next time that happens. He's like, that's not going unanswered. He's like, I will personally throw them out of the store.
Yeah.
And our HR head's like, she's like, well, who was it? Who was her name? What was her name? I'm like, honestly, I don't know. I don't pay that much attention to the front end people. I'm like, I'm sorry. There's only like 3 women working that afternoon, so I mean, you probably go ask, you'll ask one of them, and they'll tell you, they were the one that got harassed. I'm like, I can't let it go because the guy didn't do it again after I basically told him, please don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And when I said that, he's like, "Well, I guess I'm just some sort of dirty pig to you." And I'm like, I'm not even gonna dignify that with an answer. I'm like, you have a good day. Just walk away.
That's offensive to pigs.
Exactly. Pretty much.
But yeah, that. Sorry. That was kind of heartbreaking when he told me about it, because I know people do that, but he said it loud enough and the girl heard him.
So it wasn't like a thing between him and his buddies.
Yeah, it was him talking to Bones, who was just some guy.
Yeah.
The things that people think are somehow okay.
I'm not gonna lie. As a man, I occasionally think, wow, she looks nice, or wow, she's got a nice butt. But I'm not saying it out loud to somebody.
Yeah, it's fine to think. There is nothing wrong with being attracted to someone. It's how you personify it. They are not an object that you just get to mouth to or touch. They are still a person, so you're allowed to have the thoughts, just like you're allowed to think about stabbing someone in the face. Just don't fucking do it.
Pretty much.
And don't stand in front of people and say you are going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, okay. For instance, the next day, one of our front end managers, she looks really nice. She had a really nice outfit. I was like, you look really nice today.
Yeah. Is that
That's
really
different.
so hard? Like, the argument against catcalling is usually, oh, we're just complimenting. No, there's a difference between complimenting and hassling. When people are murdered over catcalling, there is a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a difference between complimenting a girl on something and...
You look nice today, or that dress is cute, or you are really rocking that hairdo, is different from your tits look sweet.
Exactly.
You have just basically told me that only thing that mattered to you was my breast. You could have said, that is a nice shirt, or something.
Yeah.
We still would have known what
Just
you were
remember-
talking about, but it would have
But
been
at least you were trying to be polite
You
about
have
it.
not triggered my, you're a creep, I should disassociate from you, because this might get worse.
Yeah.
You know, when you're walking down the beach, you find the hottest girl you can find, and you look at her and you go, "Excuse me, ma'am." Bikini inspector.
Like, if you know the person, and it's a joke between you, that's fine. You're gonna confuse some other people.
But
But at the same time, you need to realize that it's a public space. They're a person. They're not a thing. And you need to think about what you say.
yeah.
Like, because there are women and men. There are people, let's just go with people who have been harassed, who have been followed, who don't walk certain blocks and have to go super long ways to get to a place just because they were harassed or worse. And that's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
You know, baby, you're like my favorite fishing spot. All I want to do is motorboat you.
Gone.
Wow, that's one I haven't heard. And
I
I'm
just
being
found that one off
sincere
the top
about
of
this.
my
I haven't
head.
heard that one.
I've heard similar ones.
Yeah.
You alright? Itchy?
Oh, I got the stinging sensation. Something bite you?
I don't know. It feels like I stuck icy hot on my back, and it's the burning part of it. And it's right here. No, I've been rubbing back there trying to figure out what the hell was on my neck. It's weird. Uh-oh. It keeps going black.
Well, at least we know he comes back.
I don't know. It's just this weird sensation came over my skin all of a sudden, and I didn't know what it was, and it started to irritate. It just freaked me out because of what happened at the hotel, you know?
Yeah.
When you got that.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do without Kiki?
You're gonna text me and send me pictures like she did? Yeah, and then I'll just tell you what to do.
That was a trip. I'm in Utah, right, Bones? And I send Grieve a picture of my neck. Because I'm freaking out because my neck is red and blotchy and it's stinging and I can't figure out what happened. And she tells me, "Oh, send that to Kiki." So I
didn't know what it was.
And she's asking me all these questions, and then it only took like 3 or 4 questions. And she had it down for me. She was like, "Oh, go get this."
See, we never need a doctor.
No. Sometimes you need a doctor.
She's like, "I'm not resetting Faith's picture. The video ended."
Oh, fuck. Did we lose internet?
I don't know, but like when we were up dealing with my neck issue, he kept blacking out on the screen.
Well, we're still recording. Oh, shit. Hang on. I might have to reset the router. Yeah, it's not sending through.
Oh, funsies.
It hasn't actually disconnected yet. Oh, no. Oh, no. Can I... Okay. Here's the real test. Can I load Google? I can load Google. Oh, this must be a Hangouts issue. Hang on. I gotta... Chrome must have freaked out. Technical difficulties. Excuse us for a moment.
Technical difficulties happen.
Total kill.
I was reading that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh God.
Okay. Alright, let's try this again.
I do look like my mother. Somebody shoot me.
No, you're too pretty.
No, you don't look like your mother.
And neither of you have complimented my hair.
I do
It's
like
much
your
redder,
hair.
though.
You should see it when it's like that.
I've
like
been
a
gone
neon
for a while.
orange red. That was awesome.
I've been gone for a while, so I have no idea how long ago this happened.
I just
I
learned
did
not
it
to
last
say.
night.
I just learned not to say anything because sometimes I think that she's changed it
Mm-hmm.
and I'm wrong.
I got tired of looking at the grave because my hair's growing.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got some white I need to cover.
Yeah.
Or wait, no, we're going all natural with my hair.
Yeah, you're getting random white hair. I'm literally graying out.
Funsies!
Fuck.
Now, what chat format is that?
This is IRC.
Okay.
Shit. Oh, Hangouts, come on. Okay, I'm going to save and reboot.
Huzzah!
Yay!
Yeah, okay, everything works. We're back. When it originally went down, I thought I lost internet.
Yeah, we did.
But then Google loaded, I'm like, oh, it's Hangouts being a stupid bitch.
Damn.
But it's so simple to use Hangouts.
Yes,
That and you can play Cards Against Humanity.
you can.
Yeah. As long as you have 3 people, it's in the, there's an app for it. It's in the thing.
Nice.
All you'd have to do is I don't think Bones is one of your friends. You should make Bones one of your friends.
Like once
I've gotten to play.
the three of us played. She just played on computer
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
or hubby's computer, whatever.
You can edit that later.
Yeah. So what are we going to talk about now that we had this temporary break, which apparently the smokers needed anyway?
Well, I would have gone if, we didn't have the delay. I would have been just like, whatever. But,
Yeah.
Whatever your face.
Oh, nah.
Are we going kiddish all of a sudden? Damn.
What do you mean all of a sudden?
This is true.
When did it stop?
We're sitting under stuffed animals. What do you mean?
Oh, by the way, we need another net.
God. She has a net like yours, but it's like actually in a corner.
Yeah,
and
I saw.
It's just overstuffed. And the downside is I keep buying her more.
Okay.
There's this big monkey that I got my eye on, but it's like $20.
I want to. Your blue monkey fell down.
Oh no!
So I'm waiting to
Winter, what are
see
you doing?
if it goes down.
Mine
There's
is
only
George
like
the Great.
if it goes down, there's only like 1 or 2 of those things, but they still haven't gone down in price.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still grabbing them because I don't want to wait for them to go down in price and there not be any monkeys left.
That's right.
Well, speaking of that sad things, my mustache straw broke.
Oh no.
And by the way, just for everybody's reference, I'd like to own a sock monkey at some point, and I don't.
I still have a bunch of stuffed animals in storage that I'd love to get out, but there's nowhere to put them.
Yeah.
She does have a ton of them.
So, like, some of these are ones that I've gotten after the fact, but most of these are either ones that, for some reason, just didn't end up in storage, or I'd rather have out because they're, precious. Like,
I'm guessing the
Lucy.
grumpy bear I got you years ago is in storage.
no, it's actually on the bookshelf next to Cthulhu.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I got her this little grumpy bear that's
It's got a sad umbrella.
Yeah.
He's very adorable. No, all the Care Bears, even the smelly one you got me, they're out on the bookshelf.
Smelly one?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got a beady butt and it smells like lilacs.
Beady
got
butt
you that?
smells
Yeah.
like lilacs.
When did I get you that?
It was like a little bit after high school.
Oh, I don't even remember.
It still smells like lilacs.
This is what I keep my friends around for. They're my memory.
This is before you knew that I didn't really care for the smell of lilacs.
Oh.
I don't
Yeah, I totally
like
forgot
lilacs and roses. Like most of the products they make just smell soapy to me, and I don't.
Yeah.
I don't really like the smell of the flowers either. Roses like are really pretty, but
guessing
they
this
smell like dead flowers to me.
I'm guessing this is why I don't buy you smelly things.
I like vanilla and like grain smells and shit, but flower smells usually smell like
No. 90% of the time, if I can afford to get her a gift, I just get her some kind of art thing.
that
The
and
easiest thing in the world.
I saw the coolest freaking little what the hell was it? It was a piece of clothing with with owls that looked like the little owls you have on it, and I freaking was like those ones. And I looked at it. It was a shirt.
Yeah.
No. This was in Utah. There was a shirt with an owl on it.
I think you told me
That looked like that, and I was so tempted to pick it up, but then I didn't.
I have a frog puppet on my hand, for those wondering what I'm making weird noises
And
for.
she's rubbing people's faces with it.
I'm molesting people.
He's a frisky little froggy.
It's actually a she.
Oh, she? Whatever. She is a frisky little
It's a
froggy.
stuffed animal. Its gender is solely a construct of myself. But
I feel violated.
anyway, hi again, Cupcake.
Howdy, be right back.
Okay. He finished his popcorn. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't tend to get a lot of smelly stuff because they tend to have like cheaper perfumes and that irritates my skin.
That's why I don't get those cheap scented lotions.
Yeah.
If I get a scented lotion, it has to be the good shit, like Bath and Body Works. The stuff from Victoria's Secrets didn't break me out, but it made me smell like a stripper, so that's why I stopped
I
using
would
it.
love to get the stuff from Lush. They make awesome bath bombs, and I would love to have one, but they are like not reasonably priced enough for me to buy it. Because I'm like, my bathtub's not that great, no matter how awesome that would be. Like, they have one that literally just makes your bath glitter. And apparently it smells beautiful, but you're gonna be glittered for like a week because it has like palm oil on it, so it'll intentionally stick to you.
So you'll want to wear
God.
bathing suit bottoms at least, because I'm not gonna have that water.
No, they're made in a way to try to prevent like yeast infections and whatnot. So, but no, they make a lot of great stuff that I would love. They also make like muscle soother body stuff or bath stuff that I would love to have, but again, like slightly out of my price range. And I would rather have a nicer bathtub first. Anyway, Cupcake's back. Hi.
Yay!
Huzzah! Huzzah!
So what the fuck were we talking about before it went dead?
I don't remember.
Playback.
I'm not gonna play it back. I'm lazy. Is there anything Cupcake wants to talk about?
Oh, we were talking about, we had just gone off on our social injustice thing about the cat calls and actually saying things politely to women.
Yep.
Yeah, so now I need to think of something fun.
We've already talked about porn.
The internet is for porn. Porn!
Or porn.
Oh, she hasn't seen that.
What?
We said that last time.
Yeah. We have to show you Avenue Q.
I don't know.
Actually, my favorite is their skit about how everyone's a little bit racist. Because you gotta admit, the person standing in front of you, they go, I'm not racist at all. At some point in their life, they've, at least looked at a stereotype and, acknowledged that it was a stereotype. Is this one of those topics that we can't get into?
No, I'm staring at you because our joke used to be that you're racist.
I'm not. I just don't like stereotypes.
Anyway, moving on. I don't know, I'm trying to think of things that I've seen in the news, but I can't think of anything. Gallivant is a good show that I recommend to people.
Did we just blank out on subjects to talk about?
Yeah, Cupcake, help.
I like pie.
Oh, today is National Pie Day.
Nice!
Not the number pie,
You're
the
welcome.
consumption of pie. Yeah, it's
I
National
don't
Pie
have
Day.
pie.
Yeah.
We need pie.
I don't have pie either. I have
I'm
cake.
sorry.
And cupcake is a
The
cupcake.
cake is a lie.
You haven't seen that either.
I can give it to you. We're almost like I'm blowing through the co-op stuff.
I have gotten to hear all about these games because I hang out with two gamers at work.
Oh no, but you need to see her reactions to it.
Yeah, we should have Kiki give you like all the episodes
And
you can
just
sit there
her
and watch
delving
them.
into the hatred for glass. And her
I
love
hate
of cubes.
I still want to get a little companion cube tattoo.
I can't say anything. Look at what my back's gonna look like when I'm done.
Oh God, you and all your animated characters.
No,
Yeah, there's only two more.
if I had the money, there's quite a few like designs I've thought of that I'd like to put on my body. If I had the money.
Yeah. Well, I drew out, let's see, I have Gur. I drew out a Toothless and a Stitch one that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, if I wanted to go on with cartoon characters and get every cartoon character I love tattooed on me, I wouldn't have an inch left on my body. I'm not going there.
There's like 3 or 4 more tattoos I want. And 2 of them I drew. I just need them redrawn.
When I go to Utah, I can get my pack tattooed.
Oh, cool.
Because we'll only be back during the winter months. I have an excuse to wear long sleeves.
She hides her tattoos from her grandmother.
No, my grandmother knows about this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
The one on your forearm.
Which took her a month to freaking realize it was there.
But she still doesn't know about
She
Gur.
doesn't know about Gur.
And how old is Gur?
I was 25. I believe
So it's
24,
5.
25.
So it's about 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah.
Man, we're getting old.
You've been hiding
No.
a tattoo.
I got him when I was 20. I got this when I was 22. Yeah, so about 25.
Yeah. So you've been hiding.
My grandfather knows about it.
And he didn't say anything to your grandmother?
No.
Oh my God. I do love your grandfather.
It was quite accidental that he found out. You've seen me. There's every once in a while I'll see it in the mirror and I'll like double take because I forget it's there because it's on my shoulder.
I love her grandfather.
Man.
Her grandfather is such like the prime example of a dirty old man.
He did tell my grandmother about my tongue ring. That's how she found out about it.
Oh my God. We're out in the backyard helping to clean, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he sticks his tongue out at her, so she sticks her tongue out at him. Then he sticks his tongue out at me, and I stick my tongue out at him, and he goes, "Oh, you don't have a penis tickler?" and then he does a little bit of a double take, looks at her, then looks back at me, or is it a clit tickler? and I am like, I can't speak.
Okay, growing up in high school and everything, me and my grandfather actually have a completely different relationship between each other. When grandma's not around, we talk about much dirtier things than we do in front of her because grandma gets pissed off. But no, we were taking the computer out of my Jeep and replacing it. It broke down in Marysville. I parked it at my friend's house, and we were trying to switch out the computer, and it was a pain in the ass. It was really hot, and I didn't think about it, and I took my t-shirt off and was just working in my tank top, and my grandfather saw my shoulder. And I asked him not to say anything about it, and he hasn't. So,
Anime, I guess. We could talk about anime. Even though we've talked a lot about anime. Anime.
She is really into the Miyazaki films. Well, the ones I have.
Oh, I found was it Song of the Wind or something like that? I found that in Utah at Walmart.
Yeah, it just came out.
Yeah.
It just came out.
Yeah. And that's what I was telling her, that we might see it at her Walmart soon, but when we went to look for it, it wasn't there.
Yeah.
The wind
and then I still
rises.
need the one before that.
The Wind Also Rises?
That's the name of his last film. The Wind Also Rises.
Yeah,
the one before that is. Let's see. It's after Up on Poppy Hill? That would be. Or is that the last one? No, that was his son's. His previous movie was.
To the Googling!
To the Googling!
Googling is our friend when it works.
I would like to have all of his movies.
I have most of them. I'm missing a couple. Let's see. I own Castle Cagliostro, Nazca by the Wind, Castle in the Sky. I haven't gotten My Neighbor Totoro yet. I have Kiki's Delivery Service. I have Porco Rosso. I have Princess Mononoke. I have Spirited Away. I have Howl's Moving Castle. I do not have Ponyo, and I do not have The Wind Rises.
See, what do we have? We have Howl's Moving Castle, My Neighbor Totoro, Spirited Away, Porco Rosso, Ponyo, Princess Mononoke,
Is Laputa one of his?
Yeah.
Laputa,
Nausicaa,
Nausicaa.
Valley of the
Nausicaa,
Wind,
the Valley of the Wind.
Bugs.
Oh, okay.
Dude. I know there's more.
Yeah, no, those are all his films.
You
and there are
have
a
My
whole bunch of
Neighbor
other Ghibli films.
No, I have more. There's a third one that I have on actual DVD.
Howl's Moving Castle we have.
Because there's 3 of them that I have on DVD.
Yeah, you have Howl's Moving Castle,
My Neighbor
Kiki,
Totoro,
and you have Kiki's Delivery.
Okay, and then in the computer, I have
Ponyo,
Nausicaa, Poppy Hill, Ponyo.
You've already said Ponyo.
Oh,
Porco Rosso, Castle in the Sky, Princess Mononoke.
You want me to name them all off?
The Wind.
Sure.
Okay, so in order of production, they are Castle in the Sky, Grave of the Fireflies, which you don't have, My Neighbor Totoro, Kiki's Delivery Service, Only Yesterday, Porco Rosso, Poco, which is the one about the Tanukis, Whispers of the Heart, which is the romantic one that I don't think anybody owns.
I love Whisper of the Heart.
Princess Mononoke, My Neighbors the Yamadas, which I want but don't own.
Yeah.
Actually, I want all of them, but then it's Spirited Away, The Cat Returns, which I own, which is actually the sequel to Whispers of the Heart.
That's what we forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have that one too.
That one's silly. Howl's Moving Castle,
that one.
Tales from Earthsea, Ponyo, The Secret Life of Arietti, From Up on Poppy Hill, The Wind Rises, The Tale of Princess Kaguya, and when Marine was there. Marini was there?
I think it's Marine.
So we need 10 of them.
And Nausicaa isn't on that list because that was made before Ghibli became a production studio.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a Miyazaki film.
Yeah. That helped them make Ghibli.
Yeah.
Technically, Nazca's Gainax.
Yeah. Yeah, I really want to see. I haven't seen any of the newer ones pass From Up on Poppy Hill. I really want to see them, especially the Princess Kaguya one. Because I'm behind on everything.
No, I think I'm the one that's behind on everything.
Well, if I'm behind, then you're super behind.
Yeah, I'm super behind.
And I'm just starting, so... I do plan on, by the way, trying to, I know I'm never going to get your reviews, but I'm going to try to venture out on my anime experience.
I also want to find a manga that I think she might enjoy and have her read it. I'm actually starting to lean towards GTO because I think she'd find that hilarious.
Actually, yeah.
I'm actually wanting to, I'll admit, when I was younger, I did have a curiosity about it, but I never could get into it because, you know.
And see, if you would have hung out with us more in high school.
I didn't really hang out with anybody outside of school in high school.
I barely remember high school.
Well,
So do I.
the reason why being is because when I was in high school, when I went home from school, I didn't go home. I watched my cousins, or I had my job. So I was either working or studying.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really. I mean, I went to 2 or 3 high school dances. That was it. And that was the
one.
Huh?
I went to one. I think.
I could have sworn you went to 2.
I might only remember the one. I remember the one we had to leave early.
The only one I remember having to leave early and not getting to do anything was my fucking senior prom, which that little bitch owes me a new one.
No. We had to leave early not just because of her, but it wasn't like early. It was just earlier than we intended. So.
No. How dare you? It's my senior prom. Don't get into a fight with your boyfriend and ruin my prom.
No, I was having an episode and the two of them were fighting, so everybody just went, yeah.
Oh my god, I think I remember that.
Yeah. I think that was the only high school dance I went to, considering I dropped out in the 11th grade, probably.
I just didn't
But
know
hey,
that
who
was
got their GT, which is harder than a high school diploma.
I also have an associate's degree.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we're not going to have an academic dick waving contest, all right?
We
Because
know
you'll win.
We know you have the biggest dick. We get it.
Well, obviously.
Well, I don't know. We haven't gotten to go
so,
shopping yet.
Well, no, if we're talking about academic dicks, he has the biggest dick.
Yeah.
With his multiple degrees and whatnot. No, I was just saying that high school is not a thing for me. I was going to say something I forgot. Stupid brain. Work, brain, work. I have a song stuck in my head.
What's on? What's on?
The one by RuPaul.
One by RuPaul.
Work, cover girl. Work it, something.
Oh, I still haven't showed you that video that I had stuck in my head the other day.
I've been enjoying Tales of Vesperia, which is because we have a 360 and this is literally the only game I wanted to play. And because over here it's only available on the 360, I suppose, yay for us. I don't know why, because it was also on the Wii in Japan. I don't know why we just didn't get it on the Wii. The other Tale games are on the Wii, but it's fun. It's a Tales game. I love the Tales franchise, so I'm happy to be able to play it.
I think I played Tales of Symphonia like 2 or 3 times through to get that.
Everybody fucking loved Tales of Symphonia.
I haven't really found games that I like. I like watching other people play games.
No, I'm having a lot of fun with this, not just because it's a fun game. It's one of those games that I play it and hubby watches me plays it, and occasionally he looks up like, who needs to do this cooking recipe? Hang on, I'll check it for you. That sort of thing, or you know, he makes comments and stuff. It's a nice activity for both of us to do.
Well, see, you know, and I will probably continue saying this for years and years and years to come. The only video game that I really ever liked was Final Fantasy XI Online.
Well, it still exists.
I know, except for I haven't had anything to play it on. I haven't had the internet connection, and I haven't had the extra money to pay for the account.
Yeah.
Plus, I think my account still exists. Your account still exists.
I have 2 accounts, actually.
Okay, my account still exists. Both of yours still exist. I have the information written down somewhere for one of your accounts, but I don't know where any of my information is. And I couldn't get.
When we got back into the game, I'm like, nope, I am making a new character because all these levels on my old character I didn't do because douchebags gave out my account stuff without asking me, and they used my character. So
fun.
I'm like, nope, new character, same name.
It was fun. I loved running around, like, killing the stuff and getting items off of them and, like, growing things and making stuff.
FF14 is like a literal sequel to FF11.
Yeah, except for some... who told me you can't really run around by yourself.
You can, actually. They've changed it. You can.
I'll see, and that's something I'd like to play.
Yeah. It's just, you could also do it with friends, but it has, like, a lot of things that you can do that have nothing to do with, like, actual regular 11. Like, the gardening is much more expanded than 11 is, and stuff like that. I haven't played it in a while, though.
She has no clue what we're talking
I do
about.
miss playing an MMO with friends, but at the same time, I'm so busy. Like, it's really easy just to play a simple game where I don't have to wait for other people or, like, go, what am I doing now? It's just playing a linear story with fun mechanics and whatnot.
Have you ever played Final Fantasy?
No, but I know a lot of people who did. So I do know some of this stuff.
I'm not looking forward to the new Final Fantasy.
No, see, you guys play those games. I'm more into, like,
Black Ops.
Yeah, Black Ops is my go-to thing, but that's because I can play with a lot of my friends. And it's something to relieve stress. I like Minecraft.
Well, I love Minecraft too, and I love shooters. I just hate shooters on consoles.
No, see, I only play on consoles. I haven't played a video game on the computer in forever. Well, aside from like, the one you had controls on that we were doing.
Yeah, I mostly play on computers. That's mostly because we're usually behind on consoles, but that's also because a lot of the games I like playing technically are first-person shooters, and I much prefer that with a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah. Well, let's see. The most updated I am is an Xbox 360, PlayStation 3.
See, I want a PlayStation 3 because there's a lot of games on that I would like to play. Like, so much so that we're kind of considering when I'm done with this game, we might just sell our 360. There's a couple of games that he's
like, it's prettier than mine.
And I guarantee you the disc eject's a lot easier.
Yeah, it works.
Let me know before you sell it.
Well, we might not. There's a couple games he might want to play, and then maybe we'll use it as like a Roku box. Because I do occasionally like use it to watch stuff to free up RAM on my computer when I'm doing stuff.
Like I said, if you do, though, let me know.
Yeah.
Stay tuned to part 3. This is part 3.
Cupcake.
What? What?
Hi.
We need a topic wheel that we can spin.
Right?
Well, I think we're well over 2 hours now, as I think we've laughed twice on the stopwatch. But, I don't know, is there anything... Oh, sorry, burp. Is there anything you wanted to talk about? I mean...
Hang on.
Did we ever actually talk about your anime pile, or just the one anime?
Just the one anime, I think. I mean, I pulled it up and showed it to you guys, but that was about it.
Yeah.
Is there any in particular that you're really excited to watch?
Whoop! Oh, there goes my dealio.
Guess what? I found a topic.
I mean, Watamote looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, is that the one with the girl and she's like crazy and she puts spit the guy? Because that's what she looks like.
That's Kiss something.
There's this one about this girl, her spit, like, what controls him or keeps him in trance. Or...
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's not that one. No, I've seen a couple of those episodes on Crunchyroll. I haven't listened to the dub yet, though. So, go ahead and rip that one and we'll watch it together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I really like that show, because it's a good representation of kind of that and the fact that it went with a girl instead of the cliche guy. It's a good representation of, like, otakus and whatnot.
An actual female otaku. Like a shut-in otaku.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's not played for... it's comical, but in, like, a realistic way.
Do you know what an otaku is?
No, I got lost.
It's super anime nerd.
Okay.
I get called, and not an otaku, but the one for yaoi.
That's just yaoi girls.
Yeah.
No. Otaku is technically a derogatory term, but we've kind of taken on the banner. We're not technically otakus because we're not super shut-ins, but if anything, he's the otaku because he collects. But, what?
Oh, yeah, because you don't have
Mine's
anime
prettier.
objects on your wall.
Yeah, but I don't have like massive bookshelves of anime. His collection is quite sexy, and I would love to steal it one day. But I have nowhere to put it. So but no, it's we've taken it on as a term to mean
Have we ever showed it to him? I feel like we have.
Maybe. I think Grieve's at least seen some of your older photos. Have you taken newer photos?
I have photos from like November.
Maybe you should take some newer ones. Maybe you should wait until you open your new boxes.
Well, there's only a couple things in the new boxes. The major orders I've already opened.
Don't you also have tubs that aren't out?
The tubs are out now. I took everything out.
Oh, okay. But yeah, he has a big collection. But yeah, otaku is just nowadays. It's just a nerd term.
That's the last.
But it's really meant to mean like the super shut-in kind of nerd with no social skills and stuff like that. Which is what they're representing there, and it's really good because it's a good story while being funny as shit. And I identify her while still being more sociable. It's called Wakamote, and I forget what the English translation of that.
Oh, hang on. No matter how I look at it, it's your guys' fault I'm not popular.
Yeah, something.
A really long title.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Haganai, which is I don't have very many friends.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't get the sideboard to pop up. Oh jeez, whatever.
Oh, is it doing that to you now? Is that no?
Yeah.
I can get mine. Huh?
Yeah, mine's.
Hangouts is being fucking weird.
I think it's time for them to recode it or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
By the way, I'm gonna keep fidgeting with it.
I bought this one just because the tagline was "They'd rather make bread, not war, but fate may have other plans in mind."
She's talking about shining hearts.
Wow.
And giant tits, so that's always good.
Yeah.
Oh.
That one's whatever. That one's whatever. That one's okay. That one's okay. Oop. I got a lot of shit. Hang on. I bought this one. This one normally retails for $50. I bought it for $6 on the Christmas sale. It's literally like one of the worst things I've ever seen. Me and Ray tried to watch it. We got through like a couple episodes. He's like, "Please, we have to watch something else. This is just terrible."
Legend of the Mystical Ninja.
Yeah.
Wow.
You ever play these games? They were for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, it's an old game series. I've seen a drown out of it, which is something that Yahtzee does.
Ooh, we have to show this one because Kiki went nuts when she saw the girl. She's like, "How do you even stand like that? What?
Because it's like literally her bottom half has disconnected and shifted over.
What the hell?
I have to remember to post a picture of that. I think one of the Tumblrs that makes fun of bad art has done a thing.
She does the same thing on the back where like
she just cannot stand right.
They just do funky things with animated bodies.
Yeah. Don't start that. It's too late.
And then just something random called Trouble Chocolate that looked cool. That was whatever.
Trouble Chocolate?
Yeah. The tagline is, "A girl in his bed is the least of Microgrand Academy student Kakao's problems. Find out why one disgruntled sorcerer's spell and 100 kids' reaction to Choco spells, nothing but trouble."
Okay.
And then this show, which is just freaking adorable. She's a battle android. She's his maid. Don't ask.
Chan romantic?
Mahoratic.
Is that what that says?
Yeah.
Mahoratic?
She's like the greatest battle android who ever lived, and she's got a year left to live, and they give her a choice to do whatever she wants, and so she's like, I'm gonna go be his maid. And she does.
Really?
And it's adorable. And he's just, a dorky, nerdy kid, so. Oh, and then there's the one that Kiki and I are watching, or have watched an episode of, which is Haunted Junction! It's by the people who did Ranma.
It's stupid.
Hey,
I
thought it was good.
I'm sorry.
It's that stupid kind of good.
It's by the people who did Ramna. I'm sorry. The whole basic storyline is just really, really weird.
It's anime.
I know, but when you sit down and you actually watch it, it's like, this is a really good anime, but it just has a really stupid core storyline.
I have no idea what you're talking about. None at all. Nope. Oh.
You've watched Rama 1/2, haven't you?
He's being sarcastic.
I own that shit.
Sarcasm! Yeah, he owns it. So.
I've been considering the Blu-rays, but I just haven't gotten up the gall yet to do it.
Yeah.
I actually don't know how badly I really want it, honestly, because I like Ranma, but not that much.
Oh. I was gonna say something.
Yes.
I don't remember now.
Was it about anime? Or Animal?
Anime.
No, I really have no idea at this point. Oh, I am going to say this. How pissed off were you about that game?
What game?
Green Bay and Seahawks.
Oh, I'm only pissed off because the Seahawks managed to win by remembering that they were playing a game at the fucking end of it. The Green Bay is just ripping the Green Bay. Wow, words. Green Bay is just beating the fuck out of the Seahawks, and then the game is almost over, and the Seahawks
Oh shit,
are like,
we're playing a game!
and just win. They're like 24-0.
It was 16-0 at halftime.
And then they just pull it back. It's like, fuck you. Even though you were the team I wanted to win, fuck you.
The Seahawks have always been a second half game, but they are a second half team. But they really had me worried because they went all the way to the fourth.
Oh my gosh, she's sending me text messages like, fuck.
Those interceptions they kept throwing. I'm like, are you playing for Green Bay?
It's like, do you not want to go to the Super Bowl again? You went last year? Are you just tired of it? What's going on?
Literally how I felt. I was like, you guys just you're gonna start choking again.
Oh my god.
And then it turns over, you're like, oh, poor Green Bay.
Yeah, Green Bay,
really
it was almost like the Seattle Seahawks realized all of a sudden they were in a game and Green Bay forgot.
And now we're in Deflategate because apparently people deflated some balls for the Patriots.
Yeah.
So they're debating. I've actually heard this on the radio show that I listen to. So they're actually in somewhat of a debate of if the Patriots are actually going to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They're blaming the coach, the quarterback. They're blaming everyone.
But the thing is more than likely with the way things are, they're gonna give them a slap on the wrist, fine them, and tell them don't do it again, and they're gonna send them back on the field. Which I think that if they did that and told them, nope, you're not going to the Super Bowl, and they gave it to the Colts because they were the next in line, it would teach them more of a lesson.
Well, the Patriots have done stuff like this before. They got in trouble for recording hand signals of other teams to figure out what they were saying, and something else. They're not. There was I forget what team it was, but they were giving bonuses if you took out a player.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And I
that
think
got
that
shut
they
down
should be
hard.
really, really punished for this shit. You go, fine them. They've got plenty of freaking money.
Yeah. But yeah, it's probably just going to be a fine. It's probably going to be Seahawks versus Patriots at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I hope
they're probably going to heavily guard the footballs now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really, really hope that the Seahawks win.
I want them to win, but in all honesty, and don't get me wrong, I am not putting my team down because I am a diehard Seahawks fan. But in all honesty, I'm seeing us getting our asses handed to us.
Well, I'm picking Seahawks to win.
Oh, I will root for them all the way through, but it's just like the first Super Bowl we were in against the Steelers. I was freaking.
Hubby has to work on that day too.
Oh, fun!
That's why I was asking her if she needed to come over here to watch it.
But I'm coming over here after work because they have the best snacks.
Yeah, we're probably only going to do pigs in a blanket. We're probably not.
Those
are
the best ones.
Yeah, we're probably not going to bother with nachos and shit.
Well, the reason I'm going
Still gonna have cookies.
Yeah.
To Mom's is because she literally hit me up right after the Seahawks Green Bay game when we won. She was like, Super Bowl, my house. I'm like, okay.
Didn't really give her a choice.
Yeah, didn't really give her a choice. And, it's gonna be a major Seahawks party.
And poor Kiki, she's gonna be stuck here watching it with Moms.
Yeah, they'll be cursing the fuck out of the screen. It's awesome.
It's always great when
my mother, who usually only curses if she's either in a lot of pain or super fucking pissed, which is rare, will curse the fuck out of football.
Oh, okay, funny story about it. It's just like watching my grandmother last year for the Super Bowl was hilarious because, it was the Broncos against the Seahawks. And my grandma kept saying the horsies are gonna win. 1, 2, we ordered, all of us kids had done something enough to where my aunt and my grandmother had decided that we had been good enough and earned enough that we were going to be able to watch WrestleMania.
Okay.
Anyway, WrestleMania.
My grandmother at the beginning of it was like, I don't see the big deal. It's fake. You know that. And I'm like, Grandma, we know it's fake. It's not the point. It's just like you watching one of your soap operas. You know it's fake, but it's entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
You still get into it. Kid you not. Second match of WrestleMania. She's sitting there yelling at the screen worse than we are.
I'm not really looking forward. The next pay-per-view up is the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I'm not really looking forward to it.
I've been out of touch for a while with wrestling. I'd have to do, hella catching up.
Well, you're welcome to it if you want. Really, the best show right now is NXT, which is their development show, and that's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anywho.
Yeah.
Yeehaw!
Anywho, anywhere. Wow, I'm joking.
Giggity.
That was supposed
to
be funny.
And after the show, I have a request for a TV show to see if you can find any episodes of it.
Okay.
Because I'm having withdrawals. Because none of the hotels we go to have this travel channel.
Why are you... For a second there, I thought she was gonna choke me. I haven't said anything that stupid.
I've been the one talking.
My hands hurt too much to choke with them. I'd get a scarf.
Too much evidence.
Yeah. You can burn a scarf.
Well, this is true.
Or it's not like on TV shows. I could wash it and it probably wouldn't bother to look for
save me! They're planning my death.
I am not.
Oh, whatever.
Talking about in general strangling.
I wouldn't do that to you. The worst I would ever do to you is yell at you and not talk to you again. Which I don't even think I could manage long enough. Eventually I would talk to you again.
Eventually she'd be like, are you coming over?
No, I'd be like, I'm just checking on you. Are you okay?
Or she'd be messaging me. Is Susie okay?
No, I wouldn't do that.
I think that the worst fight that we've ever had, we still talked afterwards.
Yeah. Well, that's what you're supposed to do.
She slapped me.
really, really hard.
Okay, me now wouldn't do that unless something really weird was happening.
Me and my dipshit of a brother, he's not really my brother, but this is what we're gonna call him, have literally beat the shit out of each other. Clothes torn, rolling around in gravel stuck in your arm and body, fighting. And we're still friends. So I understand. That's a true friend right there. Somebody that you can get into a major fight with and still talk to afterwards. You may need a cool down time, but the hell?
As the GIF in reverse, it's actually a cat attacking a printer. But in reverse, it looks like he's desperately sending a fax.
Yes, it does.
So yeah, wrestling-wise, I'm not really looking forward to it.
Wrestling kind of lost its appeal for me, like, as far as Raw and SmackDown, right around the time where they instituted the draft.
They don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I know, but that's when I, like, slowly started losing interest in it.
Because they're not segregated shows anymore, it's just 2 shows.
Yeah.
That, and now there's also Main Event, NXT, Superstars, something else.
Well, mine was, like, okay, one of the reasons why I stopped watching, too, is because the wrestlers that I really liked were gone. You know? So,
there's a lot of, like,
I learned to like
I
other
still
ones,
enjoy
but
a lot of the wrestlers, just the stuff the show is doing is boring as fuck.
The storyline
it's because their creative is overblown, it's too big, and they make a lot of last minute decisions. And then sometimes they're like, okay, we actually don't like this storyline anymore, and we're just going to drop it without resolving it and hope that the audience forgets.
Yeah, that works.
And then the next show, you're like, what?
Yeah.
What? They were feuding 2 seconds ago. Come the fuck on.
Yeah.
Where NXT has literally one person and one person to approve. That's how their stories work. Meaning it's concise and consistent.
Yeah.
Funsies. I need to stop. I'm starting to sound like my husband. We need to stop talking about wrestling.
Yeah, we really do.
I have never ever gotten into it.
Anime. Yeah, let's go back to anime. I don't know what to talk about though. Like I'm really enjoying a lot of newer animes from a technical standpoint, even when there's errors. But that's more of a technology thing. I really love when, even if you're doing it in a more traditional way, you're still taking advantage of the better products we have today. And it just makes it look beautiful. It's clean, it's crisp.
Yeah.
It's you can do a lot with color that you couldn't do back in the day.
Yeah.
Because it would be too time consuming, where now it's very simple. I mean, it's still time consuming in general, but like even stop motion animation has come so far.
Yeah.
That it's gorgeous.
I have like so many things that I'd love to watch again, own again, that I don't.
Speaking of which, DreamWorks. Oh my God, the Snail movie and the Peabody movie, they did such shit that DreamWorks has had to cut back. Like How to Train the Dragon 3 has been pushed back because of it.
There's a third one coming?
Yeah. Yeah. That was announced like the day that it.
I bet they're gonna have kids.
Probably.
Astrid and Astrid?
Yeah. But poor DreamWorks makes, like, not always story-wise great, but they make beautiful technical films, but they never get appreciated for it, really.
No, they don't.
Like, the technology they made for How to Train Your Dragon 2 is going to revolutionize the industry. And outside of those who care about the technical field, no one gives a shit because they don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
it sucks because I know that How to Train Your Dragon 2 did like very well. Everybody loved it.
The Peabody one, even though lots of people actually liked it, The problem was, and they figured this out with testing, is so when you make a kids film, you're actually making a film for the parent because they take them to them, and statistically, it's mostly moms. And apparently, moms don't want to think. That's why kids films suck, because when they take kids to film, they don't want to think. They want to just sit there and their kids to shut the fuck up. And apparently, Mr. Peabody was too smart, so the moms didn't like it. What? And the snail movie was apparently too far in the other direction. It was too dumb.
Okay.
Turbo, the one about the racing snails.
Yeah, I thought that was really dumb.
So they went too far in each direction on both films, and it almost destroyed them. So.
Well, Mr. Peabody, even when, like, I don't know if you guys remember, but it was a cartoon.
Yeah, I watched it when I was younger.
And
it's about teaching a history in a very silly sort of way.
yeah,
And
I enjoyed it.
The movie tried to recapture that, but apparently adults don't want to learn shit.
This day and age, people just want mindless entertainment, basically.
Yeah. Well, that's why Transformers does so well.
Yeah. And I admit it, I own most of them, but hey.
Yeah. That's also why Big Bang Theory does so well. You don't have to think. Yeah. That's a show I hate watch.
You hate watch?
Yes. I watch it because I hate it. I get why people like it, but I hate it. I hate its representation of my culture. I despise them. Which is terrible because I love all the actors and actresses in it.
Yeah.
I just fucking hate the show.
I love when you're like sitting there watching a show and you're like, hey, I recognize that person from that old television show. And then they open a door and there is their characters from that old show, like
best friend or something,
or significant other or something, like on Big Bang Theory, where you have, mainly because I can't remember his real name, the guy who played David on Roseanne.
Yeah. And
then the girl who played Darlene
was in it for a few episodes.
Yeah, well, I loved it because they got
Sheldon's
this brand new dynamic.
Is Aunt
Jackie? Yeah. And I love that. There's like they bring this brand new dynamic because you've only ever seen the two people have this one way of communicating with each other, and then they get thrown in a completely different one.
What's
and it's
even
like,
better
that's cool.
Is when they do that, they do the cameos with people who are in different shows with the main actors. It's hilarious when they shoot a joke out at you. And it has to do with the show they were in before, but you don't get it if you don't know that. I can't believe, I love it when I'm sitting around with like a bunch of people that have never seen the other show. And then you're like sitting there laughing and they have no idea.
That would be us watching Castle because you've never seen Firefly.
They've made some references.
Oh yeah. Because especially the Halloween episode where Castle actually dresses up as, he put it, Space Cowboy. And he's actually dressed up as his character. It's the same exact wardrobe and everything from Firefly.
And they make a joke about how I forget the exact joke, but about how not enough people liked it. And he's like, "Well, I liked it."
Yeah.
But, you need to catch up on Castle.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I need to catch up on the wall.
Yeah, we're all playing catch up. That's why.
I pretty much told her about Castle because she likes Nathan Fillion too. But so far the only thing I've managed to point out is that he's the crazy priest in Buffy. He plays what is his character in the Percy Jackson? He's the UPS guy.
Oh no, he's Apollo?
I think it's Apollo. No, Apollo's the whatever.
No,
she
but
knows
he's
Hermes.
Hermes. There we go.
He plays Hermes in the Percy Jackson thing, and then I showed her Dr. Evil sing along.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so now we have
Dr.
to watch.
Horrible's.
Yeah, Dr. Horrible's sing along.
Which they're making a sequel.
I need to get Firefly so I can show her Firefly.
Okay.
What?
I said, okay.
Okay. Because I don't own Firefly anymore.
I need
And
Ghost Adventures.
then we need to play Castle.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Does he need out again?
Are you not? Come here. Well, Cupcake hasn't talked in a while, so we're not really talking about things he has an interest in because he doesn't watch a lot of Western media.
Well, I do. I just don't find it interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mostly like Mythbusters and Good Eats and stuff.
I love Good Eats.
Oh God, Good Eats.
I love oh my fucking God, his new show.
Oh yeah, the game show or whatever.
The one where they have sabotages and whatnot for the chefs.
That one is beautiful.
Yeah, I love that show, but I can't remember the name of it right now because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, either.
You're
Yeah.
not an idiot.
Right
You're
now
not
I
in
am.
mind lapses.
That's expected at your age.
Yes. Don't I look good for 69?
You look fantastic for 16.
Yes, you do.
I probably have the bones of a 69-year-old.
Oh my God.
I think I look good for 62.
I'm older than my mother.
50.
She's still the baby of the year.
Yeah, because I think Eric got like 52 or something. No, I think he got 40.
What do you mean still? I'm older than both her and her hubby.
Yeah, but we're somehow your parents.
Yeah.
You're still the baby.
And your grand.
Only mentally.
No. You're the grandparents of the furries.
Yeah. There are some new animes that I'm looking forward to, but I forget the names of, which is why I haven't gotten into them yet. Like, Roller Girls and the one with the guns and the bears.
Oh yeah, the Master Girl one.
Yeah, I really want to watch that, because I've seen GIFs from it, and I'm like, out of context, I have no idea what's going on. What?
The guns and the bear.
Okay, the only reason I wanted to see this show is because the original promo image is just girls in really cute outfits with guns. And then it's like, there's also these chibi bears, and they're technically the villains, but it's also a magical girl show, and I'm like, fuck yes!
Oh my God.
Sounds interesting.
And Roller Girls I want to see because I've seen gifs of it, and the animation looks stunning. I have no idea what it's about, but I'm going to watch that just to have animation orgasm. I don't know what is. That's like the translation of the title. I don't remember what the actual title is, but I need to see that.
Funny as hell for roller derby.
Yes.
It doesn't look like Roller Derby. It looks like another sort of magical fighting show thing, but I don't know what the plot is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the one where they're like on a road trip or something, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. But I don't remember why.
They're chasing a hero who's like actually their teacher.
Okay.
Like there's a female common rider type character that they all idolize. The main character, the main girl, like super idolizes. What they don't realize is it's their mentor / teacher who's the common rider hero. So there's this whole thing about her trying to hide the fact that she's that hero from the girls, so that she doesn't, start like, because she would do anything to help her. If she finds out it's her, then she'll become like, she doesn't want her to become like Robin, basically.
I have got to get back into comics.
Cute little puppy.
The internet is full of puppies.
And kitties.
And porn.
Yeah.
And porn.
I'm surprised that I haven't seen any porn while scrolling.
Right?
I follow like 4 different porn blogs, and usually this is around when they update.
See, my Tumblr doesn't work on my phone.
Tumblr mobile sucks. Yeah. And I'm sorry, that's the only way you can access it right now. Like,
I don't have
seriously,
a Tumblr.
when I'm in bed, for whatever, I'm like, nope, don't bother with Tumblr.
Pinterest comes up really well.
But
I don't know anybody on Pinterest, and I'm still trying to figure out how to follow people and get interesting things.
I don't use Pinterest, so I don't know.
You're the one that suggested I use it.
Well, because I thought it would be something you like. That doesn't mean I know how to fucking use it.
I find some interesting things, but most of them are just, recipe. Like that.
Oops. I'm saying a lot.
Wow.
What are you doing, Cupcake?
Listening to you guys blabber on.
Okay, I think we've exhausted our topics.
I think we have, because we keep trying to turn back to anime, and we're losing ourselves.
Well, we get there, but yeah.
I'll say something, and you guys will go off on another tangent. I'm just like, okay.
He's purposely doing this so he doesn't have to talk.
No, it's just.
No, I'll talk. What are you
I
talking
know,
about?
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah. But, well, I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know what I want to talk about. I think I'm coming down though.
Yeah, me too.
My hips starting to be a bother.
Yeah, I actually don't have anything. I take it back. We probably have enough material so that you don't have to like.
We haven't really gotten to hang as much as we used to because our schedules haven't been lining up because I got super sick and wasn't awake when you were.
Yeah.
And then I've also been outside a lot trying to catch my dumbass cat.
Yeah, I heard him again when I got back home.
Yeah. He comes to our back porch now and just won't fucking come inside, so he's not quite ready. I will nap him. But yeah, I guess that's the show.
Huzzah.
Thank you once again for listening to the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party with Kiki, Bones, Faith, and Grieve. May your path be clear and full of delicious tea.
Right? Everybody? Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're good.
So, good night, Bones!
Good night, everybody.